Hello, hello. Welcome back to another video. We are back on the Funny Friends server. And I'm gonna keep working on our little afterlife area that I have been working on for a little bit already. And I wanted to chat about something specific that I've been thinking about. So, first things first, before I get into the topic of today, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope I hope you slept well last night and all that kind of jazz. And I hope things are treating you well. If they aren't, I hope they get better soon. Because everyone deserves to have some good times. Now, in between last episode and this one, I mined out a little bit more of this. I was trying to get a little bit more information about what I wanted specifically from this. In terms of shape. And the shape that I wanted to do, it's, of course, like I said, it's based on the afterlife from Cyberpunk 2077. If you haven't seen that, you can always look that up. Look it up on, like, Bing or something, I don't know. But either way, one thing that I wanted to chat about today was the topic of nostalgia. Now, nostalgia is always a weird thing. With most instances, it's a very consistent way of letting you relive happy memories in your life. And in other cases, it's a cheap out tactic used by big game companies to sell more video games. Hey, you guys remember this other game that we made that was actually good? You guys missed that? We do too. That's why we've remade this game, and it's actually shittier now. I was thinking about it because one of the most recent things that's gone on in recent days was the Battlefront Classic Edition remaster. And how awful it was. I don't know if you guys were privy to what was going on with it, but pretty much the game company that was in charge of remastering it didn't compress any of the files, so a what was it, like 20-year-old game, instead of being like a gigabyte, was actually 60 gigabytes. One of the funniest things I've seen people mention, like, one of the funniest quotes I've seen in regards to the situation was, how do you not finish a finished game and release it? The game was full of bugs, like game-breaking bugs, and they didn't have any servers, so it was just stupid. It was stupid and boring. It was a cash grab. And that's why I mentioned it was just like game companies cashing in on nostalgia for getting you to pay money. Now, I still have the original Battlefront Classic Edition. I think I have 1 and 2 in my Steam library. And I've been thinking of picking it back up since this happened because, oh my god, it's literally just what's going to happen is people are going to be like, man, I love these games. I want to go back to playing them. And hopefully, pauses crossed, they become active again. Who knows? I certainly don't. But it's funny that I'm playing Minecraft with the coinage of nostalgia for what I'm talking about today, because a lot of people in this general age range, people that grew up with early internet, people who are online in 2009 forward, more likely than not, have the old Minecraft music, which I will probably just turn on here for you guys, as a big source of nostalgia for them. And it's interesting, because you have YouTube videos where the nostalgia, it's nostalgia bait, or nostalgia core, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really know. But you have these videos that are just like, I want to go back. And all the comments are like, I remember back in 2009. When they're like 12. Like, babe, you don't remember 2009. You don't remember 2010. Like, you remember Minecraft from 2015. And I'm not, like, gatekeeping. If people feel nostalgic for Minecraft, they feel nostalgic for Minecraft. And good for them. If they remember the videos from when they were super, super young, that's good for them. But, it made me think. Because, of course, with any of these nostalgic, nostalgia bait videos, it always makes me consider what the intent of it was. Because, like, you have the, like, VHS tape, looking videos of, like, old Minecraft textures. And they're sitting there and being like, I want to go back. I miss the old days. I miss the good old days. And then you also see all the people on, like, every single social media website, but mostly Twitter, because Twitter is Twitter. Saying, like, oh, Mojang is lazy. I remember when they used to actually add updates to the game. When the updates they would add to the game was 1 new biome and 3 new mobs. In a game that had 5 biomes and 10 mobs. So it felt like an entirely new expansion. Like, you can't keep doubling that size. Regardless. It's always really funny to see those kinds of things pop up. Especially the really old nostalgic core of Minecraft on VHS. You guys remember playing Minecraft on your VHS? You popped in the VHS tape into your VCR, and because you're so old, you had to rewind the tape yourself. I do too. But it's so interesting because you see these people, and I'm these people a lot of the time, so I'm throwing stones in a glass house. But you see a lot of people, do these, like, nostalgia edits of certain songs. And the comments are full of these people that are just like, oh man, I wish I can go back to the good old days. When I didn't have to know that the Minecraft YouTuber that I loved was terrible. Or whatever the fuck they said in the comments. And it's a weird phenomena. because, like, we always see it growing up. At least in my case, growing up, my family always showed me 90s VHS tapes. When I was born in 2000. So, I didn't have that luxury of being there at the time. But now those VHS tapes are lost. They got rid of them, destroyed them, removed them, threw them out, donated them to Goodwill. Who knows? And that's like a lost medium. People loved that shit. It just makes me think, like, how long until the stuff that we're doing now? How long until, like, Infinite Amethyst becomes the next... You know, C418 didn't like the fact that I mentioned a song that wasn't made by him, so he decided to actually start playing his music in the game. That's what happened. People mention all the time, though, like, we don't recognize the nostalgia until it's gone. And I don't think that's entirely true. Because nostalgia is just memories of the good parts of times where you really enjoyed watching certain things or consuming certain kinds of media. And I remember the new Minecraft music is very nostalgic to me. Because at the time, it was the beginning of a new friend group when I first listened to it. I was a part of a new server full of people. And those people were very nice. I'm still friends with them today. But it was the first time I actually felt like wonder in playing Minecraft and doing those kinds of things. And I remember very fondly. I should do this outside. This will probably be better on my frame rate. TBH. I remember back in 2021, everyone fucking watched this video. If you get the nostalgia bait Minecraft videos nowadays, you definitely watched, like, Schlatt's a tribute to Minecraft. But you have all these different kinds of videos that or in Schlatt's a tribute to Minecraft, he mentioned a point specifically, how when he started playing Minecraft again, it wasn't the old memories of the tower, of, like, the builds and everything that he had that, like, made him emotional. It was the music, because that was a consistent part in his life the whole time. And for me, I kind of agree. Like, there are certain songs that I've listened to during my time on this server, which I will forever associate with this server and these builds. There's very few times where, at least for me, music becomes an association with things that we enjoy. It doesn't. That's the few times. Almost every time that I think of a song, it's always related to a specific memory. I have memories of when I used to chat with people on an old role-playing Minecraft server. And I associate it with certain songs. Because I would make character playlists. I have memories to, like, past friendships from other certain songs that we associated jokingly with certain people. Music has a lot of meaning to me, and I feel like to a lot of people that play Minecraft, music has a lot of meaning to them as well, because of how much importance has been weighed upon C418's soundtrack. And, during this time, I also found myself, exploring, like I said, Infinite Amethyst was a big nostalgia piece for me. Because, I kind of want to reorganize this today. Should I reorganize this? I should. How would I reorganize this? This sign I can get rid of. Probably move moss down below. But yeah. A lot of the Lana Rain songs have a big sense of nostalgia for me. Not because of any particular, like, nostalgic like, not because of, like, I don't know, anything in specific. The main reasons why are because of I'm sorry, I'm trying to like ramble about this topic while also thinking how I'm going to label these properly, because I want this to be moss, I want this to be cactus, and I need to label it as cactus. But I don't know how I can do that with a chest system like this. Like, maybe we have all the... Well, we have sugarcane and we have wheat here, so that means we should probably do seeds, food, and, I don't know, something else. Like fish or flowers. Yeah, let's try doing that. Either way, I'm rambling really. I'm like going back and forth between what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. But like, Lana Rain's soundtrack, specifically to me, was a very nostalgic thing for me, because at the time I had a group of friends that I was just making. I had some of my fondest memories listening to Lana Rain's soundtrack. And that's because when I had when I was listening to Rain's soundtrack for the first time, that was during a point in my life where I was making those memories. And because of that, and because I decided that I wanted to make those memories during that specific period of my life, it ended up causing me to feel more of a sense of... Well, no, it wasn't because I decided to make those memories at that point in my life. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm kind of stupid whenever I talk about things. I just, like, say things and then I forget what I was saying. More specifically, whenever I was listening to that soundtrack for the first time, I made the conscious decision to play the game while I listen to the soundtrack. Because I knew that that soundtrack would be... It would mean a lot to me. I just, at the time, I didn't really know how much it would mean to me at the time. I assumed that it would just be another really good song. I wanted to listen to it for the first time. But it made me think, or it made me come to the realization, because whenever I would... Are any of these farms? No. I could probably do Netherrack, Soul Sand. Netherrack, Soul Sand, Crimson Warped, Nether Bricks, and Blackstone. Yeah, that'll be good. But I decided, instead of just doing like a fucking, I don't know, I guess the only thing I can kind of call is like a fucking Anthony Fantano. It's like, oh, let's listen to this song in isolation, and then we will judge it based on our findings. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to play the game and experience the music how it was intended to be done. And because of that, all those memories always come flooding back, and it feels like it's a cheat code to get access to nostalgia, if that makes sense. Which is why I bring it up in the first place. Because when I get those nostalgic feelings for the songs, I don't think about, I mean, I think about the memories, but I also think about, like, oh man, I forced these memories to be like this. Which is kind of fucking cool. Kind of hardcore, if you ask me. You don't really get those nostalgic memories just looking through the same YouTube videos and hoping that things feel the same. I realize you kind of get those memories by experiencing those moments again. Experiencing new things for the first time. And learning about how mentally you kind of work. But that kind of loops back around to what I was mentioning before. I don't need a discs thing. There's a little fucking obsidian in there. It kind of reminds me of what I was talking about before. It kind of loops back to that. Because you have all of these moments in that are documented online. And all of these moments are very... It feels like it's advertising to you that they are moments that you should remember fondly. And for the most part, sometimes you do. Of course. Everyone's justified to their own feelings. But at the same time, it kind of feels like some instances say that you shouldn't make new ones. Because when you make new memories, I don't say that it kicks out the old ones, but it does make it, like, I don't have such a nostalgic feeling for the old Minecraft soundtrack as much as I do, like, a reverence for how good it is. This is wheat, flowers, sugarcane, seeds, And then I could probably do the food stuff here. Yeah. But, I don't really get that kind of immediate, like, oh, I wish it was the old days again feeling. Because you see most of the, um, you see most of the, old music. You're like, yeah, those are nice. I remember when I was a kid. But I also remember when I was enjoying these as an adult. I guess this could be more natural stuff. Maybe we can have this be like underground natural stuff. So like, that's why it's like skulk, different kinds of lighting that's from stuff like this. This lighting back as well. So lighting, then skulk, then blank, then obsidian, then this. Oh shit. Do I even have extra chest? Maybe these could be nether blocks, and then I can put... I have an idea. Hold on. I have the spruce signs in there. Yeah, this will be nether blocks, and then this will be nether drops. Because I got a lot of these. But the topic of nostalgia is very strange. Because, for the most part, when you're going through life, you obviously have those good memories. But the way nostalgia bait works is it kind of just shoves it down your throat and just like, do you remember this? It's great, right? You miss this. You wish it was like this again. And then you kind of get sad. And you're like, I guess I do. I miss this, yeah. That's where they sell you more money. And that's where they sell you more products. I'm joking. I don't think that's like... I don't think it's like a scheme. I think it's a good marketing tactic. Pretty much. It just feels like sometimes when you have a lot of when you're on the internet for a long time, you tend to find yourself the receiving end of a lot of people trying to tell you that things are better than they things are worse than they currently are. Which I guess it's kind of sad because they aren't. Yeah, things suck. They do suck a lot. But I don't think it's an excuse to just go back and try and reminisce on what things were like before. I don't think it's healthy. Makes you reliant on what was instead of what can be. It just kind of makes you feel reliant on those happy memories. And it feels wrong. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels very wrong. Because you have an entire world full of things that you could experience. Yet, a lot of, I guess in this day and age, a lot of game companies have you do that. Have you feel like it was better back then? It really wasn't. But I don't know where I was going with this tangent in the first place. For the most part, I feel like I was just going around in circles. Because with everything said and done, it's not like it's not like you have, it's not like you don't have feelings for those things. Obviously you do. But sometimes those feelings are overexposed, you know? I'll put the copper stuff over here. This copper stuff is kind of technical, isn't it? You got the rocket stuff, you got the redstone stuff, you got the copper stuff, you got the rail stuff, and then you got a blank chest. Who knows? I don't know. I like getting my thoughts out about this kind of stuff because it feels like I'm processing how I actually feel about it, if that makes sense. Because obviously I don't hate nostalgia bait. I don't think it's the worst thing. Remembering what you liked about something is always good. It's just sometimes it's good to recognize when things are okay now. This will be mob drops. We have bones, meat, gunpowder, string, slime. This one's not going to be just named balls. It's going to be... Oh, that one's just fucking empty. So maybe we'll have two. Yeah, this one will be... Do I have a chicken head? I don't have a chicken head? Well, it'll be passive mobs. Fish, ocean plants will go to a different layer. Bop, 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 bop. Put that over here for now. And then... So we have fish. Tools I should probably move, definitely. Heads, chicken stuff. Leather, I guess we could put over there. This is honey, tools, Heads. Chicken. Well, I guess not. Either way, I'm not going to do this whole thing while I am recording this video. I just wanted to ramble for a bit, and maybe we'll continue this in the next video. But until then, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed and you are not yet subscribed, it would be greatly appreciated if you did. It helps you out, lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. If you want a topic to suggest for the next video, feel free to put it down below in the comments. But I will see you guys again next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good one. Bye-bye. That was the Markiplier outro, wasn't it?